Good morning, fellow Utopians. I'm Lynn, and welcome to another day at Utopia Farms. So the Utopians are the people who follow us all the time, so we call them honorary members of our farm, and most of them probably could do this video for me. I'm guessing we have some really loyal followers who know where everyone's located and how we run our operation. But we always got to remember that there's new people joining every day. So we're going to take you through it again. Right now I see that there's a sheep there being annoyed by Ben and Max. She doesn't, it's the ram, that's why. It's Hamish. He wasn't too impressed with the dogs being there. It's breeding season after all. He doesn't want to be interrupted. Arnie just brought a nice bale of hay in for these two Dorset breeding groups here. On this side we have Hamish, our Australian ram. And he has a group of 30 ewes, and he looks pretty active today. He's chasing her around. She doesn't seem too interested. But when he puts all that pressure on her, that makes her squat down and she pees. And that, if you look at him, you'll see that he's curling his lip and scenting to see if she's in heat or not. They don't realize when they run away that they're not cycling. Because a willing ewe is a ewe that's cycling. On the other side here, we have our New Zealand ram. Now when I say New Zealand and Australian, they didn't come directly from those countries, but their bloodlines were imported by another breeder, and we bought those bloodlines in. So this is our New Zealand ram right here. And he's most concerned about getting to that bale of hay. And the reason we switched from the North American Dorsets to the New Zealand Australian lines was for their meat qualities. They have, they're a way more muscular breed. The North American ones tend to be a little more maternal, so they're not carrying a lot of muscling compared to these Australian and New Zealand sheep. And as much as people don't like to hear it sometimes, the whole point of sheep these days is for meat. So you gotta keep that in mind when you're breeding your sheep. It is about the meat. And on the next section of the main barn, we have our two Suffolk breeding groups. The two Dorset groups and the two Suffolk groups are the first of the groups that will be breeding. We can fit only so many in the barn during lambing time. And because we're lambing in the winter and it's cold in Canada, we can only have so many sheep lambing at a time, so we do them in waves. So this first wave will be in here for a month, and then we'll start breeding the next wave, making the assumption that by the time the next wave comes in, this first group will have the majority of their lambs already born and moved over to the coverall. So it's like an assembly line. We keep moving the sheep from barn to barn. Busy days, but it's very efficient and it works well for us. And the number we have in the barn right now breeding is the number that's required to keep this barn above freezing. We always refer to it as a heated barn, but it's heated by the sheep themselves, their body heat. When we close it up for the winter, the temperature in the barn is maybe 5 to 10 degrees Celsius, which is fine for lambing. We're not losing lambs that way. If we have any less than 120 sheep in the barn and we get a minus 30 week or something, then it can get very cold in here. And you can start getting lambs suffering from hypothermia. So we like to keep the barns to their maximum for sheep comfort and for keeping the barns heated, in quotes. Hi, Ferdinand. Hi. You like watching the morning routines. Oh, you're a good boy. Ferdinand's one of our older Dorset rams. He's not getting worked this year. Instead, we're using our younger rams and the Australian, not New Zealand rams this year. Ferdinand would be an example of a North American style ram. Taller, leaner. Up front here we have Gladiator. He's checking out a ewe as well here. Sniffing and curling his lip up to see if anybody is cycling. Nobody was, so he just walked back into the feeder. Gladiators are kind of signature ram at the farm. He's our own breeding. He's a triplet. He's an extremely long ram. And we're really, really hoping to get a keeper ram lamb off him this year, because Gladiator's getting up there in age. And we'd like to get an RR ram lamb off him. Hey, Glad? Yeah, we would like that. Yes. Because we don't want to lose his bloodlines. Yesterday we got another ½ inch of rain again. It's making things very difficult for us now to get into the crop fields. It's either one extreme or the other. It can't just be normal. Well, normal for a farmer would be probably 1 or 2 rains a week, and the rest sunny and dry. It's very hard to get that. Oh, Leonard just woke up. Hi, buddy. Did you just wake up? I think you're under the feeder. That was a nice stretch you had there. And we got the fall lambs patiently waiting. Basically, all the sheep are still locked up in the barns right now. We've dewormed everybody, and the pastures were played out. So we've just been waiting for that 28 days for the pastures to be parasite-free and to grow back again. But the ewe lambs we are letting out for a romp each day. Today it's the ones who are still waiting to get sheared. They just ran outside. We'll go have a peek at them. Before I continue on with chores, we'll have a look at these girls. Someone always has to go to the garbage pile and chew on things. They get a whole clean pasture of grass, and that's what they do. Today we got a breeze, clouds, and the temperature feels a lot cooler. That's right, it's a good starter flock.
Look, there's the type of things that if they fall over, they're going to roll over like a beach ball. I can't believe the grass.
Yeah, it came back.
A few weeks ago I saw luscious fertilized.
Yeah.
And now look at it, it's luscious earth. I thought I'd get easier to break this morning. But yeah, as soon as we, the 1st of September, when we do the breeding group, I would start hitting these guys in the pasture.
Yep.
For September, October, November, probably waiting to Christmas. It's all free feed, eh? Two white ones right there hanging together.
That's Thelma and Louise.
Oh well, they're finished yours. Should probably lift that hay rack off the ground and put some blocks of wood underneath it. You don't want it to rot on the ground. Eh?
Or put it on the wagon. Put it on the wagon.
Pick it up in the back on the wagon. That's nice little service block for somebody. Hey?
There she is again. I got a close-up of her, and it's actually Hot Lips that does that. So this barn's all fed. All the girls are eating their hay. And the rams are back there eating their hay. And we decided to let the woolly ones stay outside until after lunch. And they're going to be grazing. You guys are so pretty. Yes, you are. What? Are you stamping at me? Was that a little stomp? That's a bit of attitude. You don't have attitude. I thought I'd chop up a bunch more zucchinis today and bring it over to these guys. Stay there, Ben. There we go. See what they think. We got some more zucchini, boys. That good, Ferdinand? Doesn't anyone else want any? Ferdinand can't eat them all. Hi, Casanova. They're not in love with them. Hi, is that Yummy? Hi, Klondike. How you doing? We're going to be using Klondike shortly. I'm in a breeding group. And actually there's Cash. We're going to be using him too. And you too. All you guys we're going to be using very, very shortly. 3 Dorsets we're going to be using. And 2 more Suffolks. And that'll be it for the Rams this year. Oh. Did Scotty startle you? Because he was under your foot, wasn't he? Hi. Would you like a little more trimming? I could go get the scissors if you like. Yep. He's still working on the feeders. He would like to be working on the barley. He does the last feeder. I'm gonna let the next group of sheep out to play because it's a nice cool day today. The woolly ones are back in. Would you guys like to go outside now? I think you might. Oh, and it looks like we sold 10 Dorset ewe lambs as well, plus a ram lamb. They're going to a new home shortly. They're going to a nice home, and I think we might even film that whole journey on YouTube because we're going to deliver them. Okay, we're going to let them out for a little romp. Come on, you guys. Come on, you guys. Come on. There they go. And look, we have sunshine in the forecast. And that's what happens. This is the view of our backyard from the sheep's perspective. Hi, you guys. tell which ones have the Texel in them. Not you guys. Hi. Hi there. I was just gonna say no one's being social. Hi there. Then they all start to run again. Well, it's been another day of that hit and miss weather. Like right now, it's still really windy, like a storm's coming up, but we got nice sunshine now. Went from stormy to sunny to rainy again. So I guess maybe fall's coming in because it's definitely not humid today. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed your time out in the fields with the sheep. We didn't do much today, just getting caught up on things so that we can get back to the fields. If you did, please give us a like and be sure to join us again tomorrow for the next episode at Utopia Farms. Bye for now.